Nghiêm túc không? Không muốn làm không nên làm được rồi.
Như là pasada pada.
Đi học này là không trốn được nên là phải tính phải tư vấn.
Okay. Let's start our class by paying homage to the Buddha. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today, we will learn the Samasa in Pali. Samasa actually is a combination of two words to become as a new word. So that is not just in Pali. So in every language we can find, but most of us already familiar with English. So that is why what is samasa to understand easily. So somewhat in English I would say, for example, so the butt frying. So frying, to cook something with the oil. So okay, that one is one, now. And also pan, frying pan, also another now. So even though in the word frying, so that is just the action, the act of frying, the action of frying. So pan is just maybe a plate to cook something on it. So now when we join these two words together, so frying pan in this way, we can use as a single word. So that is a plate, hot plate to cook, to fry something. So that one is a very simple. But another word, so break. So break means maybe to stop something or to break something into pieces like that. Okay. And then another word is fast. F-A-S-T, fast. Fast also bath. Break also bath in English. So break means break something into pieces or stop. So doing something is break. But fast means avoid eating, like a fasting, so diet, a kind of the diet. So two birds join together. What happened? Breakfast. So morning meal. So that one also a kind of the samasa or compound. So two words join in as a single one. So, refers to one thing. So in this way, one here. So break means actually maybe last night, so we ate nothing. So that is fasting. But in the morning, we eat some morning food. So we break fasting. So that is when that meal is called the breakfast.
Now I know breakfast, so
Yeah.
I didn't think that way before.
So to, none. Noon means 12 p.m. right? So but that one also joining with the same preposition. So afternoon. You see? So that one is the act of combining two words to create a new word. But the meaning is related. So that is why, in Pali also, actually you have a lot of vocabulary already in Pali. But so maybe we don't know how they are related to each other in this way. That is why you may feel that, oh, there are many vocabulary, so I could not remember, something like that. But if we understand this system, samasa, or how they are related, we can find. And also, if we find the new word, also, how to divide or how they are related in this way, that the act of, dividing or analyzing that word also maybe a kind of memorizing. So have to memorize, have to remember. So that is why, this structure is quite important, not only for the Pali, for every language. Yeah. So that is why, so samasa. Compound, but actually it is noun. So compound noun. So even though we say Pali, compound noun, maybe sometimes adjective also. So that is why, when we learn the Pali, so we need to remember that. So whenever we say noun, in that noun, such the adjective also included. Okay. So that is different from the other language. So now, compound means, two things combined, compounded elements. So that is why, that the meaning of that, samasa also actually, when we combine two things as a single one into a single one, sorry. So samasa means construct or construction. Sorry. Yeah, maybe contract also. I need to check the spelling. So something contracted.
You say it out. CONSTRU.
TRU means construct something, mean building something. Here, joining things to work together.
Stressed.
Yeah, contract. No, not S. Yeah. Contraction. Like I am become I am. You are become your, like that. So it's contraction. So that is also compound. So when we contract two things into a single one, so what also can be less or smaller in this way. Some of them will be. So now we understand the nature of, or the feature of that samasa or compound. So briefly, so comparing with the English. So now let's go to the Pali word. You already know that. So doka. Doka means Yeah, suffering or painful feeling or something. And then, so Vedana, feeling. So suffering feeling or painful feeling. Yeah, like that. So now you can consider the other one with the dukkha. What you remember? What you know? With the studying a dukkha, like a feeling. So you see, the meaning of this one is the truth of suffering or truth of pain or like that. So at the time, why meaning is different, way of combining these two is different. So that is a meaning also different. So that is why, if we understand the structure of the samasa, how words are combined briefly, so that one will help you a lot to remember or why. So they are also combining these two words. So like the dukkha vedana and dukkha sajja. So dukkha vedana is a combination of the dukkha and the vedana, painful feeling. But dukkha and sajja also combine as a dukkha sajja. But meaning is different. Not a painful truth, just the truth of suffering, truth of pain. So that is a way of combining between them. Or some links is different. So that is why. Okay, so now we understand briefly that the feature of that samasa. Yes.
Can I ask?
Mm-hmm.
So we often, for example, like kusala dhammo.
Mm-hmm.
But if we combine, it becomes kusala dhammo. So is it also compound now?
Of course. Kusala dhammo is separated.
Yes.
Kusala dhammo is combined.
Yeah.
That one a kind of compound. Like a past type. Like a so dukkha vedana. Actually, if these first one, so dukkha and vedana, if we separate it, dukkha vedana. Okay, so actually it should be like this. Dukkha and the vedana.
Yeah.
Okay. But
because when we combine, then dukkha we will use like the original. We don't use the vivanti, right? We only use the vivanti with like the last one in the vedana.
Right.
Yeah.
So at the time also here, next word, here you see, this one is the meaning of the vivadi as you said.
Yes.
So at the time, dukkha sajja.
Yeah.
So the first one is dukkha, in this way. Dukkha and the vedana. But now according to this one, meaning. So actually, in Pali should be understood as a separate word. Dukkha vedana become dukkha vedana. Right. So now we can guess next word. So Dokha and the Satya. Actually, so Dokha Satya. Yeah. Dokha Satya. It is neuter gender because of gender. Dokha Satya, Dokha Satya. In this way, the truth or suffering, or maybe sometime, instead of saying like that, Dokha Sankhata Satya. So the truth which is suffering, in this way also put in one word in this way. So Dokha Satya, Dokha Satya, or Dokha Satya, maybe Dokha Sankhata, put in the one word. So that one is later we will. Now just to understand. So even though in English we translate the truth or suffering, so actually the meaning of the Sankhartan is witches. So that is why the meaning here exactly should be understood. Sorry. So the truth, which is suffering, which is suffering. That's which is mean the meaning of the Sankhata. But in the compound word, that word is omitted, not important to know. So that is why. Just important to relate to these two are together. So in this way can be. But in English, the truth or suffering. So in this case, of is like a witches. That is like that. So now you see, even though the Dokha and the Vedana, Dokha and the Satya, but the meaning also different. And then, so we are, combining these two are also different. So now, how many types of compounded method we need to know? Actually, so 4 basic methods. To compound 2 words so into a single one. Or maybe easily. So 4 types of compound. 4 types of samasa. Later I will use samasa. So to be familiar with the Pali tongue. So 4 types of compound. So in Pali, there are, 4 parts of speech. So parts of speech in Pali. Sorry. So one is Upasaka. Upasaka, generally, we understand, brief fix. So brief means before, fix means added. So edit these word before the other word. So that is when they are called the prefix. And then, so next word is nipata. Nipata also, but not added to the other, but nipatati means drop down. So generally we can understand that word, even though we say that one is, in declining particle. They never change. They are particle. In declining particle. So that means, so according to the Pali word meaning, so drop down from our mouth. For example, now we explain the Pali grammar to you. So at the time, when I think about how to say for next information, at the time I say, so you see, or you know, and or something like that. Such a filler word is a kind of the, nipata in Pali, we can say, like so he, ja, bana, or he, or something. So that is why that nipatas are, even though, in the higher level, a bit important, but for the basic, not so important. Even we don't know the meaning. So, but the line, the meaning of the line, basically, we can understand. Yeah. So, but later, some of them are like indicator of the sentence. So the past line is, how to say, question, at the second line will be answer. Even though we don't know the meaning, when we understand, when we see such a some particles, oh, this one question, this one is answer, or something like that. So we can understand. So, but these two, Upasaka and prefix, Upasaka and Nipata are, so never change, never decline. That is why they are called the Apyaya, not so difficult to understand. And then, now next part is Nama. So you already learned the Abhidhamma. What is Nama in Abhidhamma?
Chitta, Cetasika.
Chitta, Cetasika, and the Nibbana. So generally we can say mentality, right? That is just in Abhidhamma. But in grammar, that is noun. But at the very beginning, I already say that. So if we say noun, so some adjectives, and then some the pronouns, and the, numbers are also included. Okay. So that is when we say nama, not just noun, adjective, pronouns, and numbers. And now last part is Akyata. Yeah. Buff, especially, finding buff, main buff.
Main verb.
Main verb, main in the sentence. Not the other, like so infinitive verb or the other verb types, or present participle or past participle, but not that. Okay, so now generally we can understand. So in forming, at the very beginning, you see, in English, to form the compound. So this break also verb, this fast also verb, but two verb combined to become as a new noun. But in Pali, not like that. So in the compounded function, verb are excluded. Okay. Yeah. So that is why among these in compound members. So Bob is excluded, not included in Pali. So the other three parts, Upasaka also can be included. Nibbana also can be included. And then now, especially now, so pronoun or numbers, adjectives are very common to be a member of that compound. So now, so let's go back to the, four basic or four types of, samasa. So in samasa, samasa means combining two words into a single one. So that is why in each samasa, at least two words will be included, right? So at the time, based on these two words, number one, so A, so describe B. The first one, describe B. So that is one type. Like a dukkha vedana. Yeah, vedana is quite general, happy feeling also can be, natural feeling also can be, but in this case, not talking about the happy feeling and natural feeling, just painful feeling. So that is when dukkha describes what type of vedana it is. So that is one type. And the second type is so A described by B. Okay. Now with the example to when you reviewed that. So dukkha, vedana, and the dukkha vedana. The one example. But for this one, second type, one example is so Buddhiso Uttamo. Buddhisottamo. That means Uttama means highest. The highest man. Who is the highest man? Bodhisattva. Yeah, Bodhisattva. So actually here, Buddhiso is a man, but Uttamo is highest. So B, modifying B, describe the A, you see? Bodhisattva, right? And then now let's go to the number 3. Okay. So the second now that type is both A and B are, so equally important. Not, describing the other, but so maybe now so you 4 are, so you and I are learning Pali. So you and I such a describing, you also learning Pali, I also learning Pali in this way. So in this case, so one like easy to. So Dewoja. So Manosoja. But so Dewa Manosa me. So like Dewa and Manosa. So okay, yeah, you are free to go. So Dewa and the Manosa in this way. So Deva and human, deity and human. So now the last type. So the last type is A together with B, but describing the very simply. So other word not included in that compound. In the compound, we can see only A and B, but the meaning is, describing the others. For example, in English, like a breakfast. So break means stop. Fast means eating nothing, diet. But joining these two together, referring morning meal. Like the Impali also. Okay. So now, Vivekananda. So your name, Vivekananda. Nanda or Ananda, the same. So that one is, be a good example for this type. So we can maybe And then yes, maybe Anando also. No. Only yes, sir. Yeah. In this case, in this type is a little bit special, such a because outer wall, other wall is referred by this wall. So we will Ananda. In this word, to understand the meaning, we will got me seclusion. So seclusion or like a quiet place or quiet sound, quiet place, something like that, seclusion. And then, so Ananda means so delight. So now the meaning of the Vivekananda means one who has delight in seclusion. So who loves seclusion generally can be understood. So noisy, so you doesn't like in this way. Right. So happy, who is happy in that such a secluded place? Yeah, this one is just literal translation to be consistent with the Pali. Yeah, who is happy in the secluded place, seclusion area. So you see in this compound word, so only Viveka and the Ananda we can see. But so when they are combined as a single word, refers to a person. Yeah, in this way. So now generally, so 4 types of the compound in this way. Oh, so in the first type, also already. In the second type, also already. Describing the second type is in this way also we can understand, but the other one, okay, yeah, this also okay. And then so another 4 types. But so here, based on the the first one, so describe the following one in this way. Now, okay, now in the Then later I will explain. So this type also, actually, the previous 4 type is just to understand briefly nature of those compound. But so here in the first type, in this way, the first one is important one. Important one. For example, finally, the compound word. So that means, okay, instead of saying like that to understand easily. The compound so presents. So the meaning of the first word. Yeah, that is better to understand. The past type. That one is maybe the word you familiar. Maybe in Padisambhita Mecca. This is what you find, I think. So Yatha Buddha. So what is not changed? The first one is as a phrase, but the second one is as a compound. So the meaning of that one is as happening. So Yatha means as, Buddha means becoming or happening or arising. So Yatha Buddha means as happening. Right. Yeah. Buddha. Past participle of the Buddha. Bu means to be, Da means being, but so that root Bu cannot be passive. So that the Buddha means being or becoming or happening or arising in this way. So in this example, even though when we use Buddha alone, that Buddha can be Buddha, like a becoming being or arising Jeta or something like that. But here, so actually in this word, the meaning of the Yatha is important. That Yatha Buddha is later using as a adverb, as something. So that is why this type. So finally, the compound word present the meaning of the first word. Sorry. Yeah, the meaning of the first word. In this compound, so instead of saying, maybe to understand easily, in the compound, the meaning of the first word is may. Yeah, in this way. Now, the second one, in the compound, the meaning of so last one is main. So that is one example. Here. So Jaitan. What is Jaitan? Jaitan mean? Mind. Okay. Jaitan means mind. So if we say Jaitan mind, that is quite general. So good Jaitan or wholesome Jaitan or Kusala Jaitan also can be, Akusala Jaitan also can be, or beautiful Jaitan also can be, or ugly Jaitan also can be. So now, Sobana Jaitan. Sobana Jaitan. Maybe that Sobana is with the dot. Without dot also we can find the same. Okay. Sobana Jaitan. So in this case, even though the word Sobana is beautiful, so beautiful describing the Jaitan, but not talking about the beautiful, talking about the just Jaitan. Okay. But so Sobana is just precise what kind of Jaitan it is. So that is why we can understand in this case, the meaning of the last word is important, main. Beautiful Jaitan or beautiful mind. And then now that one. So in the compound, so the meaning of both words is may. So generally here, previously we already described Dewaja, Dewaja, Manusaja in this. Dewa Manusa. So Devas and man. Man may have a human beings. Okay, so now just I explain the meaning of those words on this type. So after that, I will put the how they are called in Pali. Now the last word. So in the compound, the meaning of the other word is main, like previously, name of the Vivekananda, or now the other. So one word you already familiar. What is it? So Chikanyana. Especially in this type, mostly, name also. So Chikanyana, in the, separated word, Chikanyana. So because Jnana is neuter gender, Chikan is modality Jnana. So clever knowledge or, clever. So yeah, clever, wisdom. Maybe instead of saying clever wisdom. So clever and wise. Who is clever and wise in this way? So yeah, chicken also okay. Chicken. Who? So here jnana maybe referring to the knowledge, or maybe chicken jnana, or maybe chicken chicken jnana also okay. Yeah. So clever and intelligent person who has the cleverness and intelligence. So in this is simply can be understood. But in Pali word, so Pali word is one who has clever intelligence. So a little bit. So intelligence. So that means actually it should be understood. One who is clever and wise. So that means if we say one who is clever, so that clever has so negative meaning also. Clever to cheat the other, or clever to kill the other, or something like that. Yeah, so that is with the wise. So at the time, clever also good one in this way. Clever to do something wisely in this way.
Next to knowledge. So can be translated one who is knowledgeable.
Yeah, right.
Knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable. In this way, as a single word also can be understood. Right. So maybe chica as a noun form, instead of saying such an adjective, skills and intelligence. That is better. So that means, yeah, only which one was? Or intelligence or wise, wisdom. So that means he is skillful to do something and wisely. Even though some are skillful to do something, but only in this case, they are skillful. The other one, they don't know in this way. Okay, so now the first type. In the first type, so the meaning of first word is may. So that one is called the boba. Mean fast. And the pada mean word. And then ata means meaning. And then padana is may. So this masa is called the boba padata padana. And the samaso or samasa. Okay, just you don't need to memorize this one. This type is just to understand the feature of the compound. So now, here in this only the boba. Okay. Now, next type is, the last one. The last one is, the meaning of the last one is main. Sorry. So at that time, instead of saying boba, bara badata, or odara, sorry. Odara means last. Odra badata badana samasa. That is second type. So odra means last. And then now that type is both. The meaning of both word is so here ubaya badata badana. Now ubaya means both. And then now the last type. So the last type is okay. Now to remember easily. here first word, but second type is last word. And then that type is both words. Okay, both mean ubia. Yeah. And now number 4, last one. Last one is here other. So other mean inya. So inya badata. Inya mean other. Okay, this one I will put the password. Oh, where? What is changing? Okay, now, so basically these 4 types, we understand the, samasa. So, and I will review again. So the first type, in the first type, so the meaning of the past word is may. And then in the second type, the meaning of last word is may. And also in the third type, the meaning of both word is may. Okay. And also in the last type, the meaning of the other words is may. Okay. So, and then, so these 4 types are also based on that meaning. So the past word is may. So that the past word is may is in Pali is boba padata padana. So boba means fast, pada means word, ata means meaning, padana means may. So the meaning of the past word is may. So too in the second type, also, Uddara, Badata, Badana. So Uddara means last, Bada means word, Atta means meaning, Badana means main, Samasa means compound. In this compound, so the meaning of last word is main. And then, so in the that type, so Ubaya, Badata, Badana, Ubaya means both, Bada means word, Atta means meaning. So both and Bada means word, and then so Atta means meaning, and then Badana means main. So this type, in this compound, the meaning of both words is main. And then, so last one. Last one is, Inya means other, Bada means word, Atta means meaning. So Badana means main. So in this compound or in the compound, the meaning of other words is main. Okay, with the example also we already. So main refers to other thing. Now in this example, so chika means scale, and also jnana means knowledge. But so these two are together combining and refers to that gentleman. So in this way, different, you see. Okay, and then, so these four types in the grammar like a Kijayana or Padaruba Saiti, so where classified into 6. So that 6 also no outer from the other, only this second type will be subdivision. So so when we say these 4 types into 6 classification, so the first one is 1, but the second one will be 3. Okay, and then so that one is just 1, 4 also just 1. In this way, 6 type will be. So that is why now generally we understand. So now I will say that 6 types actually not so different, only in the second type. So 6 types of samasa. So when we use different term, abhyaya, abhyayi bhava. Abhyayi bhava samasa. So that one is so adverbial compound. So the same example at the time you can understand. The same as the first one. So yatha, to say maybe you also need to write. So yatha bhutan, and then yatha bhutan. That means S. So S happened. So S happened means so we don't add anything. So that is why later some maybe in some translation you can see that yatha bhutan means so as it. really is, or as a plural form. So as they really are. So that means as a single word, truly, rightly. You see, all of them are as an adverb. So even though in the basic as happening, the meaning of the past word is may, but using as an adverb, so that is why it is called the abhyayi bhava samasa, adverbial compound. That means that compound is used as an adverb. So this compound is also, even though we can find in the Pali Canon, but not so common. So even though we don't know the feature of that compound, it's okay. We can understand. In the dictionary, we can find directly. So in the Pali, in the dictionary. So now let's go to the second type. So second type will be subdivision. Three subdivision. So A, at the very beginning, before these, given the name Ubia Batata or something like that, at the very beginning, 4 types I introduced. You see? So A describe B. That is actually in the second 4 types, that is number 2. Okay. So this 2 is, so B describe A is number 1 in the second 4 type. So now A describe B. So at that time, way of describing, how describe it is, how describe it, how it describe the following word based on that. So can be understood. So, okay, now the first one is, okay, firstly, so gamma Darya. So gamma Darya means, okay. So descriptive compound, because the past word describe the following word, A modifying to B. Okay. Now to so Dhammo means teaching, not teachers of the Buddha, just teaching, or nature also. But Santo, so true. Santo Dhammo. So, Sadhammo. The true teaching, right teaching. So formally Dhammo is just maybe right teaching or wrong teaching. But with the Santo, but in the compound word changing. Sadhammo, Sat me, maybe somewhat Sapuriso. Purisa means man, so Santo, Puriso, Sapuriso. True man or right man or good man in this way. So that is why Santo has a true or right in this way can be understood. So in this compound, usually that structure. So the first one is adjective, generally. The second one is noun. Now, second division of this second type is so Digu Samasa. Maybe later when you learn under the Sampali teacher, they will use such a term. So that is why I need to introduce. So Digu Samaso or Digu Samasa. So that one also the same as this one. So A describing B. So that is a descriptive compound, but that A is not simple adjective, number adjective. So 2 people or 3 people like that, or 2 Jaitas or 89 Jaitas in this way. So that is why numeral adjective numbers. So that is why this compound is called the numeral descriptive compound. So Digu Samasa. Deyo Loka. So Deyo means 3. So Loka means words, like a Kama word, Rupa word, Kama Bhava, Rupa Bhava, Arupa Bhava. These are, Loka, Kama Loka, Rupa Loka, Arupa Loka. So Deyo Loka as a phrase, but as a compound will be Di Loka. So Di Loka means 3-fold word. So even though, if we say loka, that means generous. So maybe 4 or 5 or many, or kama loka or rupa loka or something. But here with the 3, the deyo is describing the loka, but that deyo is, even though it is adjective, not simple adjective, number adjective. So that is, and this type is Digu Samasa, or numeral descriptive compound.
So the human word, Rupa and Arupa.
Right. And then now the last division of this one is so Taburisa Samasa. So this one also describing the second one, but so dependent. So even though describing not as an adjective. So determinate compound. So at the time, the first word is mostly noun. And the second word is mostly verbal noun. Verbal noun means come from the verbal like a past participle or present, mostly past participle. So here example. One word. So gadol. Gadol means going. Or maybe sometime. So one who is going. Or going as a single word also okay. So, but the gadol is not rarely used as a single word. So, I go. When I say I go, so that you can understand. Oh, go where? Go to where? You may ask. So that is why. So we need to, put one word, the object of the gadol. So like a. So Arinyan gadol. In the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. So the one who wants to meditate, so should go to the Aranya Gadowa, to the forest. Rokhamula Gadowa, to the shade of tree, under the tree. Or Sonyagara Gadowa, to the, secluded place or quiet place like that. So Aranya means forest. Now Aranya Gado. So the meaning of that one is going into the forest. But maybe so in this way also can be understood. One who is going to the forest. Going to the forest also okay. But in the sentence, one who is going to the forest also. So in this type, this Aranyan is actually object of this gadol. So that is why this Aranyan is dependent on the next word. So that is why dependent determinant in this way can be understood. So how they are related. And also one word. One example we can. Also, Dokasa Nirodo, right? Right. That these types are very common to us. Okay. Dokasa Nirodo. Dokha Nirodo. So Nirodha means cessation. So cessation of the suffering. Right. And also another example in this type, a very common that is one. So maybe taking the example of these, later you can understand the other type also to understand that one. So arenye waso. Aranya waso. Maybe sometimes wasi also. Yeah, wasi is very common. One who lives in the forest. Yeah, what's the didi wasi on? Aranya wasi, aranya wasi. One who lives in the forest. So mostly monks. Aranya wasi. And then, so another example. Oh, I need to give a name of this. Oh, the Buddhista already, right? So now this one is, object of the gato here. So that is, this compound can be understood as C. So object is with the dutiya vibhatti. So that is when dutiya daburisa. And then in this example, the first one is with the chatti vibhatti. So that is an of the suffering. So that is when this one can be called the chatti daburisa. So types of daburisa based on the past word type, chatti daburisa. And then in this example, so RNA wasi, RNA is in. So chikanyana in which case ended, which we betty? In located or sadami we betty, right? Okay. So that is fine. It can be called the sadami daburisa. Okay. So now to be in order, I will type in here. So that the daburisa also. Open. So Bodhena Desito Buddha Desito. So Bodhena Buddha Desito is founded by the Buddha. So here Bodhina is Bodhi Tadya with the Ena. So that is so Tadya Daburisa. Okay. And then after the Tadya now, so Chatokti will be. So Sangasa Bhatta. Sangha Bhatta. So Sangasa, Sangha means for the Sangha. Bhatta means male. Male for the Sangha. Offering to the Sangha. So Sangasa Bhatta. Oh, this one is, yeah. Sangasa is Jadoti Vibhati. Jadoti Daburisa. Because this term is very common. So each word, when we analyzed, so will be helpful to you to remember Pali word and meaning also easy to be understood. So that is like completely. Now I explain. Sangasa Bhatta, Sangha means Sangha, Sangasa means for the Sangha, Bhatta means male for the Sangha. So Sangasa is with the Jadoti Vibhati, that is a Jadoti Daburisa. So now the last one, the last example for this type is so Kama Negato. Kama Negato. So Gato means going, Ni means out, going out. So going out from the village. Or one who is going out from the village, going out of the village. So actually Kama is like a Kama Sama from the village. That is Panjami Vibhati, ablative case. So That is when this type is Panchami Dabburisa. So when we learn those teachings of the Buddha through the Pali, so this type of samasa is very, very common. So we can see that is why. So in this way, in this second type, so 3 division, the first one is Kama Daraya, the second, I will make it bold. So Abhyayi Bhava Samasa, and that one also, Kama Daraya Samasa. And Digu Samasa. And also Dabburisa Samasa. So in the Dabburisa Samasa, there will be 6 based on the example. So Dutiya Dabburisa, and the Tatiya Dabburisa, and Chaturthi Dabburisa, and Panchami Dabburisa, and Chatti Dabburisa, and then, so last one is Saddhami Dabburisa. Okay, so now Dabburisa, and then to save our time, Dabburisa, like a Donda, only these 2, the last 2 will remain. So I will make it copy those examples. Betty. And then set them. So here 3 orders. So Abhyayi Bhava, Kama Daraya, Digu, Dabburisa 4. Okay, so now this actually, that is number 3, is Dvanda Samasa. So in this type, so A and B are so equally important. So that one is called the aggregated compound. So they have 2 different things using as a group. So aggregated compound. So even though Deva also the other different one, Manusa also other different one, but they are disciple of the Buddha. So that is in Sattha Deva Manusa ne. Deva ja Manusa ja Deva Manusa in this way. Okay, I will explain that one again. Sorry. Deva ja Manusa ja Deva Manusa. And then now the last type. is Bahubbihi. Samasa. Here in this samasa, A and B together, the other one. So that is why this compound is nature of the adjective. Adjective compound or attributed compound. That is Bahubbihi Samasa. Okay, so here Chika and the Jnana. Chika means scale, Jnana means wisdom. But actually, if we focus on the meaning of that one, scale and wisdom, but they are combined as a compound one or referring to the that gentleman. So that is why they act as the adjective. That is why adjective compound or attributed compound also. Okay, so now 6 types of now 6 types of compound we finish. And then so now based on the these 6 types of compound, the word is longer and longer. So for example, pound, the word become long. So one word, so we have learned today. So Dewa Ja, Manosa Ja become Dewa Manosa. So sorry. Meaning is sorry, Devas and Manosa. Okay. Now, so that Deva Manosa, even though it is compound word, but again, like sorry, in this one, not compound. In the Buddha attributes, Buddha Guna, Sattva, Deva, Manosa, ne. Yeah, Sattva, Deva, Manosa. This is not compound, but you see, in this way, connected with the meaning of that one is so master of Devas and Manosas. In this way can be understood.
So you have to upload it đi cho bạn luôn phải không?
And then One word. One word rule you be familiar with that. Is so in the Jada chapter, one is Jada, mean, mind, and then so Manasa, me, happy, and then Sahagata. Sahagata means together, being together, or going together. Jeta, mind. Somanasa means happy. And Sahagata means being together. Okay, now the first stage. So Manasina Sahagatan. So Manasa Sahagatan. So meaning is being together with happiness. Okay. So what kind of samasa? The first one is Somanasina, which we read. Daddiya we read. So that is Taburisa samasa. But Daddiya Taburisa samasa. Okay. Now, next step. Somanasa Sahagatan. Oh. Jaitan. So Manasa Sahagata Jaitan. So meaning is the mind. Being together with the happiness. So, which samasa? Somanasa Sahagatan is describing the Jaitan, right? Like a Sando Dhammo, Satdhammo. So, Kamadarya samasa. In this way, so here the point I want you to get it is basically, two words joined as a single word. After that, that compound became as a member of another compound. And then so the word can be combining 2 words or 3 words or 4 words like that, but basically just 2 words started. So Somanasa and Sahagatan, Somanasina Sahagatan, that is the first stage. And the second stage, Somanasa Sahagatan, Jaitan. So now the first one is like a right. Compound again, compound with other word. So that the that Buddhisa. So Kama Dharya in this way.
Together, but Sahatam, what is that? Sahatam mean together.
Sahagata. Saha mean together. So Gata mean actually going, but being also. Yeah.
No, the above ones.
Being together. Yeah.
So Manas Sahatam.
Sahagata. Where?
The spelling Sada.
That's
Cutting
right. I
your
missed it, right? Somanasa.
above Sada.
Already. Yeah. The also.
Above.
Also Somanasa Sahagata.
There.
The third word. So
Okay.
yeah, I thought it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Syllable typing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now you can catch so roughly the structure of the samasa. Maybe even though you can't understand completely, maybe some part will help you to remember the meaning of the word, how they are related. Because behind that, they are, combining in different way. That is why, different meaning, like a Dukkha Sitya and the Dukkha Nirodha or Dukkha Vedana, like that. So in Pali, very basic word is just two or three syllables. Rarely, 4 or 5 at the very beginning. Yeah, like a Dukkha or Vedana or Satya. And also here, like the word So Manasa. Actually, that one also, So Manasa also actually So, Su, and Mana combined again. Right.
Words.
Right. And then so bigger like that. Right. Okay, so now almost 2 hours. Oh, 2 hours already, not almost. So let's talk here by saying sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Welcome.
Thank you so much, dear Sada Phaya. Thank you so much, dear Sada Phaya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.